Good evening, everyone. As the title suggests, this is a short video, open letter to Nick Snider, aka the viewer's voice, from someone who has been in addiction recovery for the past 20 years. Hi, Nick, aka the viewer's voice. You don't know me, but I caught your upload from earlier today titled, I Messed Up, I'm Sorry. Let me start off by saying that you have more courage than most people do, namely those who have no idea what the struggle of addiction is like. Those people are lucky, as you know. Showing vulnerability publicly like that had to have been a difficult decision to make, fully understanding the ignorant concern trolls that would crawl out of the woodwork. However, videos like the one you just uploaded, I hope do bring some education to those outside of that dark, secretive world of addiction. I'm here to tell you that while you, like anyone else, should own up to your mistakes, or in this case, a relapse, which you have done, there is no need to be ashamed. While I had just had my 20th anniversary of being drug-free, I relapsed many times before I got to this point. Why I relapsed all those times, all those years ago, is not important right now. As you know, it happens for a variety of reasons. Only to tell you that sometimes relapse is part of the journey through to recovery. What I mean by that is the road to recovery is often about stumbling and falling and making mistakes. It's part of the learning process of what works for us and what does not. I wish I could advise you, but I cannot, as one of the major things I learned through my own recovery is that there are no cookie cutter methods to this. What may work for you and what may work for me may not work for others, or anyone else for that matter. Everybody has to find their own way, whether it is through therapy, 12-step programs, tapering medication or not, inpatient or outpatient therapy, etc. Do not let anyone tell you how to do this. I know exactly where you're coming from with your misgivings about therapists. I share those very same misgivings, wondering if they actually care, or they're just in it for the money. Myself, I have undergone mistreatment from previous therapists to lead me down that conclusion. If you are seeking therapy to help you and giving it a chance, I am happy for you, and I hope you can click with and trust the therapist that you find, or that you find some other addiction treatment that works for you. For me, although it has gotten easier with each passing year to get to these 20 years, I am still wary, and I still have moments where I struggle. Personally, what helps me these days is talking to others in the recovery, addiction, mental health communities on YouTube, Discord, and other socials. In fact, I have found they are more supportive than those in my immediate environment. I am grateful for having them around. This to say, I'm glad you have found support with your fellow drama YouTubers, whoever they may be. I've heard the whole spiel myself every time I would come off a relapse to get back on that road to recovery. People I refer to now as idiots, fools, who do nothing but shame or stigmatize people like us. People who are looking for us to fall, who are looking for us to fail. Instead of wishing us well, they have stupid comments. If other people judge, concern, troll, or send hate, they are only showing ignorance. As hard as it is sometimes, even much of the time, perhaps we have to drain them out. It goes down to what I am sure you know by now. They are not working your program. Only you are, with the support of people you trust and who genuinely love and support you. As people who spend much of our time on social media, we both know it can be a very toxic place, but we also know the flip side of this coin, that it can also be our saving grace, usually through our respective communities we have built and continue to build for ourselves. I guess one piece of advice I often give is that of what the late Mr. Fred Rogers used to say, what his mother told him to do in times of trouble, and that is to find the helpers. Whoever those helpers may be to you, may you always find your helpers. The same would hold true to anyone watching this video who may be struggling right now with an addiction or a crisis with mental or physical illness or a life crisis. From what I can tell from your video, Nick, I think you already know what you need to do. Those of us in recovery and have followed 12-step programs know all too well that to solve a problem, we must first acknowledge that there is a problem, and for many, that is the hardest thing to do. You already did that with your video earlier, and maybe before you uploaded that video. Give yourself some credit, Nick. You earned it. Have a great new year. May it begin a lot better for you than 2019 ended for you. I caught your live stream earlier, and it appears that you are feeling better now. Continue to do you. You got this. For the rest of you, if there is somebody vulnerable or at risk in your midst this holiday season or any other time of the year for that matter, please take the time to look in on them, spend a few hours with them, share a meal or a coffee, or lend a sympathetic ear. More often than not, those gestures of kindness can make all the difference in the world to that person. Straight Talkin, Fedora, Chic over and out, and I will see you in the next one.